and welcome back to today's presentation. Under leadership and management, we're going to discuss the 7 steps that are involved in problem solving. So before we move any further, I would love to give you a simple acronym that you can use to remember the steps. So this acronym is basically IDFAOM. So IDFAOM stands for, the I stands for identifying the problem, then the D stands for defining the problem, the F stands for forming a strategy, which is step number 3. Then step number 4, O, basically stands for organizing information. Then step number 5, the A, basically stands for allocating the resources. Then step number 6, monitoring the progress. Then 7, evaluating the results. So there you go, that's IDFAOM for you. So I'm going to begin by discussing the steps in full detail or in full length. So I'm going to begin with identifying the problem. So what is identifying the problem? So when looking at problem identification, it being the first step, you need to clearly identify the root cause of a problem and also develop a detailed problem statement that includes the problem effect on a particular workplace or organization. For example, if it is on a hospital facility, you need to come up with a statement that describes the challenges that are being faced by the hospital management. The next step is defining the problem. So when you're defining a problem, you need to give a full detailed description of what the problem is, which you had basically identified in step number 1. So we're going to move on to step number 3, which is forming a strategy. So this is the next step, and also a strategy has to be formed because you have already identified your problem, you have already identified the problem. So the approach used basically depends on the situation and also the individual's unique preference. In this case, the organization's preference. The next one is organizing information. So when you're looking at problem solving, before you come up with a solution, you need to consider first organizing the available information. This is important because the information that is available is going to basically point you in a clear picture and also in an accurate manner to solve the problem. The next one is allocating resources. So under allocating resources, you need to identify what type of resources that are available at that particular time. For example, monetary resources, time, and also human resources. So you need to consider these before you begin the steps of problem solving in order to avoid misplacing your priorities. The next one is monitoring progress. That's your 6th step. So in this case, effective problem solvers need or tend to monitor their progress as they work towards a solution. So if they are not making good progress towards reaching their goal, you need to also reevaluate and their approach or look for new strategies. The next and the last one is step number 7, which is evaluating the results. So under evaluation of the results, you're looking at the importance of evaluating the results in order to determine if it is of the best possible solution that you have picked in order to solve the problem. So this evaluation might be immediate or it can be delayed. So this basically marks the end of our presentation for today. So kindly also check out our previous videos if you have missed any. And if this is your second coming or your first coming, thank you so much. Wishing you the very best as you prepare for NMCZ exams. God bless you. Thank you.